how'd that go?
Well, I thought I was going to hit the tree, so I put it in park, and that did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I heard it. Like, trying, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is she doing?
I put it in park because I thought I was going to hit the tree. And then it just kept on going. So I'm like, well, thank God we didn't hit that tree.
I'm like, you can't put it in park.
Why could I not?
Because it's rolling.
Yeah, anything else, I had my foot on the brake. It wasn't doing nothing.
You don't have brakes no more.
I realized that. So I put it in park. And it just kept on going.
And then you just put it back down in neutral?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, might as well keep going from here. And we are flying up this hill like I have any control on where we go. Trying to turn this thing is ridiculous. Okay, and we're there. Okay. No vehicle is safe.
Jimmy's here. Why'd he drive the backhoe here?
He's gonna be out of fuel. Oh God, he's coming in quick. Look at him.
Oh.
He's gonna be on 2 wheels.
We wasn't expecting you to drive it here.
Well, John needed to use the trailer to move his backhoe today, so
Here you are.
it takes 45 minutes to drive here,
Getting ready for hibernation.
So what are we doing today?
We're playing lumberjack.
Yeah.
I was aiming for that engine.
Yeah.
Look right here.
Yeah, the engine.
That's what I was aiming for because I knew you wasn't going to save the engine.
Perfect.
And I hit the engine.
That went pretty quick when it went. You were aiming for the engine and we hit the engine.
Aiming for the engine because I knew you wasn't saving the engine in front of that frame.
Yeah. Good thing we had the orange truck moved.
Yeah. It definitely reached that far.
It took out that glass we had on the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
We're out of room.
The camper is in our driveway, and we used to have it over there where those frames, the frame with the motor is. We used to just keep it back there, but once again we haven't cleaned it enough. Oh my gosh, what am I missing? All right, and it's going down. Oh, and it's going to take up the tree.
There goes the 3 trees you wanted.
Yeah. Oh wow, we'll just build a fence.
The camper will be
Anyways,
there.
So anyways, we decided we're out of room, and Jimmy agreed with us, so he's helping clear away.
Looks like we're making a mess.
I cannot get this thing to stay running.
Push your choke in. There you go.
And I can't reach it.
Yeah, the brakes are gone.
Well, I know, but that's all I can do to reach the clutch right now.
Well. Homie.
Now, I don't know if it's out of fuel. I just need it to back up.
Let me see that thing.
I'm giving it plenty of fuel.
Give it a choke. Give it a little bit of choke. Right there. Almost. You're good. Good work. Okay, let's see if the farm truck will even start. I don't know. It hasn't been started for 5 days or so, so let's see. Huh? It's going to. I can't see nothing. All I know is Hannah's truck's over there somewhere. I don't want to hit it. So, turn off the clutch to let it drive itself up there. Or we can ghost ride it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh yeah. I'll hit a tree. Almost there. All right, I am not high tech or nothing. We don't have, as you can see on the sides of the building, there's no insulation. There's a little bit of insulation in the roof, but that's it. And yeah, I'm going to show you our wood furnace. You probably didn't see none of me because I just have my phone down. So what I got going for heat. All right, so I got me a little wood stove. I got me a barrel, and I got all this exhaust tubing in here, and then and this is all diesel fuel. So if you want a little bit hotter, just crank this up. Got you some diesel fuel that runs down in there. And then, so what happens is the heat goes into this pipe, into this barrel, and then out. But what was happening before, I was losing all my heat. So what this barrel does, I turn this fan on back here, flip the switch on, and then all the heat comes out of these tubes. So I know you guys can't feel it, but it blows out pretty good. And then, so yeah, there's my wood furnace. Got me a nice little fire going in here. And this is simply all I use. Yes, it still gets cold, but I'm not complaining. It's better than what some people have. Some people are out in the cold working, and I'm thankful I have a roof over my head and I'm not complaining. So let's get on this farm truck. I got the parts here, and let's get going on it. So let's slide up underneath the farm truck and see what all this is going to entail of getting this tail housing out. So let me get around here, get you guys some light. There's the crack. So transfer case, transmission, tail housing, crack. So I'm not even sure how I cracked it. It's an aluminum tail housing, and I ended up getting a cast iron one, so hopefully that will eliminate a problem down the road. So now we got to pull out the front drive shaft, the rear drive shaft, and then the transfer case, and then we'll be able to change out this tail housing. All right, first up, we got to get this rear drive shaft out, so let's get this pulled out, and hopefully it don't drench me in transmission fluid. Come on. All right. Golly, that thing's heavy. All right, so there's that. Leaking a little bit. All right, so there's that. Now let's get the front drive shaft out of this thing. All right, now time to pull the transfer case. All right, here we go. Okay, it's down. That's not what I had in mind. There. All right, here we go. Ta-da! There is the back of the transmission. Right there. Bolt is now stripped out. So those babies are really torqued in there. Weld it on there, and hopefully it'll come out. So I guess I will let you know here in a second. See if we can pull it out of there. I believe it's working. Now should be able to pop this case and it should just come off. And yes, I have a carpenter hammer. There we go. Pop loose. Shoo, that's hot. There we go. So it has oil in it. Glad it does. I'm not too sure I like it all over the concrete, but it's okay. I'd rather have it all over my concrete than a bad transmission. So I guess let's go compare these. Let's go compare this old one to the new one. This one here is our stock one. This one here is our aftermarket one. This one is aluminum, and this one is cast. This one is considerably heavier. So this bracket for the exhaust and the transmission mount is on this one. So we'll take this off of it and transfer it over to the other one. But real quick, I'm going to kind of see how much more heavy duty this one is. So this one here, oh yeah, that one is light. This one, yeah, I mean, it's considerably heavy. So I'm not sure how exactly this happened, but it did. So we're going to put this one on, and hopefully that solves the issue. Check the motor mounts just in case. Make sure that 12 valve, whenever it rocked, maybe it, I don't know. I really don't know what happened to this. I do know that the transmission mount was bad, and I put a new transmission mount on it, and then 3-4 days later that busted. So I don't know if it was already cracked. And then after I put the new transmission mount in it, it went ahead and cracked. I don't know, but it seems to be a problem, obviously, because they're making upgrades for it. So hopefully this solves my problem, and we can continue on. So it looks like the only thing I need to do now is there is a seal in here. Looks like I can just remove that seal. Hopefully I don't damage it taking it out, and then I'll place it into this one. And oh, so what don't make sense to me is, so this is on the back of the transmission, right? And then you have, I don't know how much that transfer case weighs, but you got to think all that weight of that transfer case is hanging by itself. So you got the trans mount. Trans mount is here. Actually, here. We'll take this trans mount. So this trans mount is here, bolted to the cross member, and then that transfer case is hanging off the back. Seems like awfully lot of weight hanging off this thing right here. So I don't know. Maybe this is what Dodge should have done originally. They should have used the cast iron one, and then we wouldn't be here today. But let's get this seal out. If the seal don't come out correctly and look good, there's some parts numbers on here, and I'll run the O'Reilly's first thing in the morning. Currently it is about 10 o'clock at night now. I was working on this earlier, and then Jimmy came over and we were doing some dirt work again. So I got sidetracked, and I'm just now back in here. I'm wanting to get the farm truck done. We got a bunch of wood to be cut and split and stuff like that, and I'd rather use this truck than my other truck. So that's my plan of attack. And yeah, let's see if we can get this seal out. We can knock this baby out without damaging it. Back to my carpenter hammer. Hey, I'm not fancy. I literally have tools just like, just the average person. I mean, I have nothing fancy here, to be honest with you. I just kind of do my thing. I get by. I don't have no fancy tools. My fanciest tool I have in here, I have a plasma cutter, plasma table, but I don't use it because I haven't figured out how to run it, and then the main board went out of it or something, so I don't know what's wrong with that. So my fanciest tool probably in here, other than my welder, would be probably my drill press. So like I said, I am just like everyone else. There's no fancy tools here. I just do what I can with what I got. The other thing that we're going to have to switch over is I got the seal in it, and then these little alignment pins. There's two of them. There's one here and one here on this case. We're going to want to install these, drive these alignment pins out and put them in this. I was going to call these nipples, but then I thought, well, that ain't very professional, but this ain't very professional either. So we're just going to call them nipples. So what you're going to want to do, since I ain't going to be fancy, let's drive these nipples out, these alignment pins, and let's shove them into this new case. It's always there. I could. All right, I'm gonna be good. All right, so let's try and drive these alignment pins out and drive them back into this one. Oh, it is working. Fairly easy. So we're gonna push these alignment pins out. Also, AKA nipples. I wonder if I can say nipples on YouTube. I don't know. So now we're going to put these back in place like so. See if we can drive them in there. Probably just want to go flush. That's probably too much, honestly. We can drive them back out. Put this one in there. We'll knock this one out just a shade, just so I can sleep at night. All right, so I got the gasket maker on. I'm ready to put the tail housing on. I apologize if you guys can't see very good. I can't see very good either. This light is shining in my eyes. If there was a way I could like mount the camera here so you guys can see a little better, but then you guys are going to be in my way there. So you guys are just going to have to hang out there for the time being and just, we're going to have to battle through this. Try to put this in sideways so you guys can, I don't know what's going to be so magical about me putting this in there and that you guys really need to see it, but well, we're all in this together. Wish I had that hammer in here. What'd I do with my bolts? Oh, I know what I did with my bolts. Up here. What in tarnation? Man. There you go. Get in there. Most definitely want to snug all these up with a wrench first. We don't want to go crazy with an impact and bust an ear off this thing. So we'll get one of them kind of snug and work its way in there because we want to set flush against each other. We don't want to crowd it on one side or the other. And these, what you guys are getting ready to witness is me struggling a lot, trying to get this transfer case in there. See if we can get her in there without getting hurt. Come on. There we go. Do not fall off there. It already going south on me. I need a little bit more. Pouring tranny fluid out. I am getting soaked with tranny fluid. Man, now I'm getting a Charlie horse. Now I'm stuck. Son of a gun. It's going in my boot. It's in my boot. It is all in my dang boot. Get out of here if you ain't gonna be any help. Alright. I'm officially getting aggravated. Oh! Oh. I got it. Whew. I thought it's going south again. I could make a whole video of how not to put a transfer case in. I have a mess down here. I gotta get this cleaned up, put some bolts in it.
Well, homie, who's your friend?
Buckwheat is hauling wood with me today. He is my co-pilot. Farm truck seems to be doing good. Got the transfer case in it. After the long struggle of me trying to get the transfer case in, I finally got it. Got all the fluids in it. Everything is torqued down to its specs. And so yeah, what a better way to test out your work than hauling stuff, I guess. So far it's not broke. So that's good. So I guess let's unload this and then we'll do a road drive.
Okay. We are going to build a wall.
Oh, fun fact real quick. is this trailer here is actually the farm truck's chassis, and then the Lodestar we built, that's the bed off the Lodestar. So Lodestar bed, and then this and the axle and tires is the original chassis from the farm truck.
Hey. Buckwheat, homie, you gotta get out.
Come on. Hey, Buckwheat, I'll give you a ride later.
Buckwheat.
Buck, come on, let's go. Come on, come on. Come on, Buck. Come on. Come on, Minnie Moo. I'll give you a ride later.
Good boy. I'm sorry we kicked you out. All right, so we're officially test driving the farm truck. We got a special guest, my little niece, or my twin, whatever you want to call her. And anyways, so far so good. We are, what, a half mile down the road from the house?
Yeah,
so.
it seems to be shipped, and I was really worried that the transmission was shot because it slung all the gear oil out, and yeah, it was a bad deal. And I really didn't want to put another transmission in this thing, but it seems to be, I probably caught it just in time. But, and just so you don't know, Hannah does have a twin sister, and this is her little girl, Jay Bird. But her favorite thing to eat is coleslaw and pickles.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so that's probably going to wrap up this video. The farm truck seems to be doing good, and I still can't shift. But yeah, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.